Welcome back. Today is Tuesday, May 1st, 2018. For everybody still in college, good luck on your finals this week or next week. I graduated college 2 years ago, but I think this is like the last week or next week is the finals week. I'm not sure. So good luck if you're in college. So we're going to be looking at a lot of the top cryptos in this video, not specifically Litecoin. We're going to look at Litecoin. I was just struggling. I don't really think there's much to talk about without repeating myself too much in regards to Litecoin. So I guess we can just do Litecoin first, actually, because really, in terms of price, really nothing going on here. Really, since the day before 420, April 19th, I've mentioned this maybe in the past like 3 or 4 videos. So again, that's why I don't want to spend a lot of time on it. Just really been trading in between like 140, 160, pretty much. If we zoom in, we can see that a little bit. If we look on the 4-hour here, you can see as well, after we broke the little uptrend channel we've been going in, we've really been trading in between 155 and about 145. So it's been really tight, and it's been going on for quite a while now, a week in this trend right here in this little channel, and a week since we broke this uptrend. So yeah, I don't really want to look at that right now. But I guess the last thing I can say about Litecoin is if we would break about 141, 140-ish and go below that, then, I think that's a really key point to hold. But so far, even today we tested it, we were able to hold above that. I think we got all the way down to like 142. So that's good in the short term. If we want to jump over to Bitcoin's kind of the same story, so I don't really want to take a lot of time talking about that either. So if we jump to the 4-hour on Tron, these are in no particular order either. Tron's actually looking really good. It had a nice little run earlier today, currently holding some of its gains as well. Nowhere near the 50-hour moving average just yet. But if we were to expect a correction, I would want it to touch back on the 50-hour moving average, just like EOS did earlier today. So EOS is one of those coins that's been doing extremely well. And we did have a little bit of a pullback over the last 2 days. But we did find support here on the 50-hour moving average, and we stayed above that. So, that's still a good sign, still bullish in my opinion. In the short term. I know a lot of people have mixed opinions about EOS, obviously, because they don't necessarily have a lot going on for better or for worse just yet. There's still a lot that needs to be done, but the price obviously has increased. Before we look at some of the other ones, we can just look at the overall global market cap. EOS again is up 11% in the last 24 hours. XLM is actually doing extremely well, up 7%, and somebody pointed this out in a comment earlier today as well. XLM is very close to taking Litecoin's spot in the top 10. It's about $200 million away. It was about less than $100 million at one point today. So Litecoin kind of pulled up a little bit. But again, if we look in the top 10, over the last 24 hours, coins with the least amount of increases over the last 24 hours, Bitcoin, Litecoin, and TRX, Tron. So just something to keep in mind. In terms of the entire market as well, really since April 24th, we have been trading in this 400 to 430 billion range. So really getting over 430 is proven to be, I guess, quite a struggle so far for cryptocurrency. And this is something I said a few days ago as well. I truly believe once we get over $500 billion in the market, I really think that's when the real... I really think that's when we're entering more of a bull market. I still would consider this not necessarily a bull market just yet, even though we've been on a nice uptrend since this huge volume incoming on April 12th. But still, no, it's still looking really good, but that doesn't necessarily mean we're, again, I just don't want to say we're out of the woods until we really get above 500. Because again, we have been trading in between 400, 430, and it can happen, it can happen extremely fast. It could happen overnight. We could go to 440, 450 billion. So you never know when it's going to pop out. But currently, yeah, I'm still being a little reserved in what I say about it. So yeah, since April 23rd, broke 400 billion, and we've really been trading in between 400 and 430 ever since then. So about a little over a week now. If we want to go to DigiByte as well, DigiByte is doing pretty well. Found some support on the 50-hour moving average and bumped off of that again as well. I know DigiByte's a coin that a lot of people talk about, and it is a coin I do like as well. It's a coin I like to keep my eye on. I think it's going to have some nice gains this year and in the future as well. XLM again too, bouncing off the 50-hour moving average and continuing up. And definitely XLM is one of my top picks. It's one of the coins that I put in my top 5. Granted, my top 5 list was not... I could have made some changes, and I should have maybe changed NEO out or changed some of the other cryptocurrencies. But definitely XLM is one of my top picks. And I guess the question I just want to leave up to you guys, really. So what is your opinion on the market? What do you guys think is going on? Really, because, you know, when we look at this chart, in my opinion, still healthy, but it could really go either way. It's been so prolonged, just how long we've been trading in this long channel. I remember when we were back here, I was saying this was pretty long. This is only about 5 days that we were trading in this like $10 channel right here. It's been over 2 weeks that we've been trading in this one, so you know, over twice as long. So we've been here quite some time, and so it really should be pretty drastic when something does happen. Again, either we break out or we break down. If we just look even on the Litecoin chart here, you can go back and compare. Really, we haven't been in a channel this tight and this long, besides at the bottom of the triangle here. Really, besides that, it really hasn't been at all since before December. You can see just how tight this area is here. It's pretty tight again here. These 2 days where it jumped up about $30 kind of makes it less, less similar to this in regards to tightness. But again, you know, these 2 breakouts were right in the middle of this pattern here. Same here. I mentioned this in my last video as well. But other than these 2, we really haven't had really tight $10 trading ranges in the past few months besides these 2. This, again, was about 5 days, but this has been going on 2 weeks now. This was not very tight. This is extending from about 170 all the way down to 106. So that's about a $70 range, which is not nearly as tight as this. And I guess actually if we go back, the first time you can kind of find a similar pattern here. When was this? June 7th, 2017. About 2 weeks. 2 weeks trading and about a tight range here. And then we had a significant breakout. So remember, this is on the logarithmic scale, so you can kind of get a better picture of just how dramatic the gains were. But yeah, we traded in a tight range here within a very small price range, and then there was a breakout. So yeah, kind of just reiterating the point, when there's tight consolidation like this, where we trade sideways very tightly, usually we see drastic movement up or down after we finally do that. And really, I think this has gone on a little bit longer than a lot of people are expecting. Again, if we really take a look at this, April 19th to today, May 1st, on Thursday, that'll be 2 weeks. So that's a pretty long time that we've been trading in a very, very tight range here. So it'll be interesting to see what happens when it finally does break out. I guess the question I want to ask you guys is, what do you think the market is headed towards? Where do you think the next moves are? Volume isn't insanely impressive, so that's one thing to keep note of. But overall, all the money flowing into the altcoins that we've seen over the last week is a good sign, in my opinion. I really do like that. But again, we are still in that $420 billion range, so pretty much dead in the middle of where we've been for the past 2 weeks. And yeah, I just want to make this video kind of to get other people's thoughts. I would love to hear comments. What are people's opinions? How are you feeling about the market? Obviously, I know how a lot of people are feeling about Litecoin right now because, you know, price-wise, it has been underperforming. I totally agree with that. Not like it really matters if I agree or not. It's kind of objective, and my opinion on it doesn't matter. But yeah, please leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. I'm just curious. I would love to hear what you guys are thinking about this, how you're going about it, if you're making trades. I think there are some really good coins to be making trades on right now. And yes, thank you for watching. If you have not already, please like and subscribe. It helps out a lot. I hate saying that, but it's how you got to survive on YouTube. Yeah, thanks for coming by. Leave a comment as well. I'm more interested in that to see what you guys are thinking about everything.